and welcome back to Cuddy's Bookshelf. So today I'm back with another top 6 favourites, and today I'm doing my top 6 favourite classics currently, because I love classics, so there could be loads in here, and I think this has been the hardest one to narrow down to 6, so I will just jump straight in. So the first one is Arthur Conan Doyle's Hound of the Baskervilles. I love Sherlock Holmes. I love the movies. I also really love the new Netflix Enola Holmes. I love murder mysteries, detective, and I just really love The Hound of the Baskervilles. The second one is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. This has a special place in my heart because me and my mum used to watch I think it was the BBC adaptation of it together. And it was back when my mum used to be quite poorly, so we used to watch this together all the time, and reading it just brings back so many memories. So Jane Eyre, definitely, it is a love story. Obsessed. Speaking of obsessed over a love story, Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice. This has got to be my favourite romance story ever. I just love Mr. Darcy. I love Mr. Darcy. And if you haven't read this yet, you really need to. And by the way, can we just get a thing for the Chiltern Classics? Oh, covers are just... And here's another one. So this is Dracula. I think everybody knows Dracula at this point. Bram Stoker. I read this every year. Obsessed. Love it. Dracula. Another one that I read, I think this is the one that I've read the most recent, and I've been meaning to read it for years, but it is F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Great Gatsby. This is actually my husband's copy. I do want to get it in the Chiltern Classics, but I read it. I loved this. This is such good writing. It's so lyrical, and I just loved it. Just loved it. Again, another one of my favourites. And then last but not least is The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. I read The Time Machine, The Invisible Man, and War of the Worlds straight after it, like not far from each other, because I was on a very much a sci-fi kick, and when I'm in a kick of a certain genre, I really like to read the originals and see how see how it influences other books in newer generations. And in most books I can see influences from H.G. Wells when it comes to sci-fi, and as much as I loved the other two, because I really loved Invisible Man also, but there was just something about The Time Machine that I just kept thinking back to it. So if I had to choose, it'd be this one. I do want to mention a couple of mentions, like the Odyssey and Iliad by Homer. I also would like to mention Metamorphosis by Ovid. I really love like the mythology classics, and I had to give them a mention. So this is my top 6 current favourite classics. I hope that you enjoyed seeing my classics. Do you like classics? Do you like reading classics? If so, is there any I haven't mentioned that you do like? Is there any I have mentioned that's also your favourite? If you really love romance books, I would highly recommend Jane Austen, because I just love her books so much. And yeah, so I hope you are well. I hope you're staying safe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. No, I don't know what I thought. God's sake.